Alright, so the other day I had a guy ask me, I've got an Enfield model 1917 receiver, and I was missing a bolt, so I picked up a pattern 14 bolt, and will it work? The answer to that question is yes and no. If you got the original barrel 30-06, of course, the difference between the 1917 right here and the 1914 is this is for a 532 rim diameter cartridge, which is a 303 British, and then this is for the 470, the standard 471 or 473, whatever it is, 30-06. So this is a magnum bolt face on the 14, and the 17 is a standard bolt face. So you got to keep that in mind. Not really advisable to use a magnum bolt face on a standard cartridge. But if you reamed it out to like a 308 Norma Mag or something, you could always do that. And then another thing to consider, which is the main reason, we'll see if I can get this to focus in a little bit here. The main reason why these two are different, other than that, is if you can see, this is the 14 bolt and this is the 17. This angle right here is machined to match up with the cone on the back of a 17 barrel. And then here's the extractor cut, of course. So the problem with the 14 is it doesn't have that same angle. The 14s were originally produced for the 303. This cone wasn't here, it was just flat across, and then they had an extractor cut that would go back this way for that claw extractor, because you can see it's a little different. It's a little different than the standard 30-06 extractor. So this extractor is different, this angle is different, and of course the bolt face. So a lot of guys so that's where you can't use it. You can't just plop it in and make it work. But like I said, if you are going to a magnum caliber, you can use this bolt. Here's a 14 receiver. Well, I won't, it obviously fits in the 14, but somebody asked, well, does the 17 work? Here's a 17 bolt and a 14 receiver. See, it works fine. It'll just need to be head spaced, and then of course you'll need to put the cone on the bolt, or the cone on the back of the barrel. But so if you say you don't want to, you can do just a flat breech on the back of the barrel if you're using these 14s, but a lot of times what I do is you can modify these 14 bolts to fit with a coned breech like the 17s have. All you got to do is, and it takes a little doing if you haven't done it before, you can cut that little tiny bit off that's showing there. You end up machining that off, and then you'll end up with this angle here. And a thing to keep in mind is that this isn't just a flat cut here, it's a radius cut, so it'll fit tight in the back of this cone. So you can see that's kind of, when it's in there, that's kind of how it is. It locks in there, and the bolt's up tight in there. The 17, I got the extractor in there, I can pop it off quick. That doesn't fit in there very well, but it kind of goes in there. So when you machine this radius down to match the same angle, I think it's like 42 degrees that cone is. So if that's 42 degrees, this will have to be like, I don't know, 48 degrees, give or take. A lot of the times this machine worker, let me think. A lot of the times we'll try it on a barrel that's been machined already and fits a 17 bolt. So you can machine it down and then you can just keep going until it fits inside there. So kind of short answer, yes, they do work. You can swap them back and forth. The only difference is the front of this lug that needs to be changed. The extractor of course is different, and then the size of the bolt face. So hopefully that answers your questions, and let me know if you got any more. Thanks.